5 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to participate in this inaugural program of the 14th All India Meet of the State Legal Services Authorities in this historic and happening city of Hyderabad, and to share my thoughts on the subject of legal aid and legal empowerment. Provision of free legal aid is enshrined in the Constitution of India, and a duty is cast upon the state to secure it by suitable legislation or schemes. The Legal Services Authorities Act 1987 empowers the state to discharge this onerous responsibility through a central advisory, which is guided by the judiciary. The central authority oversees the work of legal services authorities at all levels, that is, the Supreme Court, the High Courts, states, districts, and talukas. These authorities are again supervised and run by the judiciary. It is but natural, therefore, to see a predominance of judges and judicial officers participating in this meet. I am happy to witness the release of legal literacy pamphlets for the visually impaired citizens of this country and the launch of the website of the Telangana State Legal Services Authority in order to ensure a wider coverage of the marginalized sections of the society under its schemes. Seven new schemes were launched by NALSA on the Legal Service Day last year, covering areas such as victims of trafficking and commercial sexual exploitation, workers in the unorganized sector, mentally ill and disabled persons, tribals, children, and victims of drug abuse. The coverage of public utilities under the purview of Lok Adalats has recently been expanded by including education or educational institutions and housing and real estate services. These are examples of the efforts being made to reach out to all potential beneficiaries of legal aid. It also reassures the citizens of India that judges are committed to implement the lofty ideals of legal service enshrined in the Constitution. The discussions in the meeting of the Central Authority and the conclave of the Executive Chairman of the State Legal Services Authorities later today and contributions proposed through NGOs tomorrow on important issues like victims of trafficking and child friendly legal services will no doubt send a message out that the legal services authorities are sensitive to the needs of all potential beneficiaries, particularly those which are marginalized and in greater need of legal aid. Still, we cannot sit on our laurels. Our constitutional duty is far from discharged. In his book, The Idea of Justice, eminent economist Amartya Sen points out, and I quote, "What moves us reasonably enough is not the realization that the world falls short of being completely just, which few of us expect, but that there are clearly remediable injustices around us which we want to eliminate. We must focus on these remediable injustices." Here, I quote the words of famous social reformer Frederick Douglass: "Where justice is denied, where poverty is enforced, where ignorance prevails, and where any one class is made to feel that society is an organized conspiracy to appears, oppress, rob, and degrade them, neither persons nor property will be safe. If the legal and judicial systems seem far removed and inaccessible to the poor and marginalized, if they are unaware of their rights, or they know their rights but are not aware of the process of availing those rights, or perceive them to be too costly or prolonged, there will be discontent and alienation from the justice system, and we will be failing in our constitutional and moral duty to provide for such access to justice. It is imperative that ways and means are devised to reach out to these people rather than the other way round. Here, the role of legal services authorities is crucial. The legal service authorities are making efforts to engender this outreach. They undertake awareness camps, provide free legal aid through panel lawyers and paralegal volunteers, conduct Lok Adalats for both pre and post litigation cases, and continuously add additional categories of citizens who can benefit from their services. The figures of beneficiaries of these activities are impressive. About 1.42 lakh cases have been settled through Lok Adalats from April 2015 to January this year alone. The concept of National Lok Adalats, held at all levels from the Supreme Court to the taluk level started in November 2013 has also helped in reducing the pendency of cases in courts as well as prevailing the cases from reaching courts by pre-litigation settlement.